January 2nd, 2005. Camp 14, North Korea. A man runs. Snow crushes under thin shoes. Ahead of him, a metal gate in the dark is nothing compared to what really matters. The fence. 3 strands of electrified wire. A line the state insists no one will ever cross. He climbs and grabs the fence. His body jerks, spasms, then hangs silent against the metal. Behind him, a younger prisoner stares at the smoking body. If he stops now, he dies in the camp. If he climbs, he might die on the fence. What do you choose when the only exit is death? What kind of system designs a gate that is never meant to open? And how many people must vanish behind it before the world finally looks up? According to his later testimony, the younger prisoner is Shin Dong-hyuk. Born inside what the regime calls Kwanli-so number 14, a total control zone where the gate is supposed to be one way only. Camp 14 sits near Kaeshan in South Pyongan province, hemmed in by hills and the Taedong River. South Korean government data puts its area around 155 square kilometers, a self-contained world wrapped in barbed wire and guard posts. From above, satellite images show long rows of barracks, factories, security roads. Every line of that geometry is designed for one purpose. Prisoners are not serving time, they are being erased. After the Korean War, Kim Il-sung builds more than a state. He builds a caste system. Songbun, political class, decides who is trusted and who disappears. Criticize the leader, have a relative defect, be linked to the wrong faction in Pyongyang. You don't just risk your own life. North Korean defectors and researchers describe a rule of 3 generations of punishment. Parents, children, grandchildren can all be sent away. By the late 1950s, the political prison camp network, the Kwanli-so, expands. Camp 14 is created near Kaeshan as a complete control district. Those who go in are classified as permanently hostile. There is no formal sentence to finish. The gate is one way by design. Shin says he never saw a city street as a child. His hometown was a barracks inside Camp 14. 2 prisoners were paired as his parents. A reward assigned by guards, not a choice. Affection competed with hunger and fear. School meant rock picking, weeding, carrying loads, reciting camp rules. Children learned to inform on each other. To survive, you watched others fail. He says he saw public executions before he understood what country meant. He knew the fence before he knew the concept of a border. Years later, under intense scrutiny, he admits parts of his story were altered. Dates shifted, some events moved between camps. Investigators now believe he spent time in both Camp 14 and the neighboring Camp 18. But across interviews, books, and a UN inquiry, one core fact stays constant. Places like Camp 14 exist, and people are born, live, and die behind their gates. Day starts around 5:30 a.m. Work can stretch to midnight. Former prisoners and guards describe coal mines, collective farms, textile shops. Men and women labor in brigades. Older children join after a few hours of school. Rations are corn, cabbage, salt. Never enough. People eat rats, lizards, undigested kernels from animal waste. Discipline is brutal in public. Punishments range from beatings and stress positions to confinement in tiny cells to execution. Guards are told prisoners are enemies of the state. Prisoners are told the outside world is worse than the camp. The fence becomes both a threat and a lie. On that winter day in 2005, Shin says he is in his early 20s. He and an older prisoner reach the fence during a work detail. They have watched the guards' routines. They believe the voltage might be lower in certain spots. The older man climbs first. Electricity rips through him. He locks against the wire. Shin uses the body as a partial shield. He crawls over his friend, feels burning, falls on the other side. He runs, half-conscious, bleeding, away from the gate that was never meant to open. His legs carry scars that reporters later see with their own eyes. Physical proof of a system that officially does not exist. For decades, Camp 14 is mostly a rumor, stitched together from a few defector accounts and blurry images. In the 2000s, satellite resolution jumps. NGOs like Amnesty International and the Committee for Human Rights in North Korea start publishing detailed imagery of Kaeshan: perimeter fences, guard towers, mines, barracks, execution grounds. Then in 2014, a United Nations Commission of Inquiry hears testimony from Shin and many others, ex-guards, former inmates from other camps, relatives of the disappeared. The commission concludes that crimes against humanity are being committed in North Korea's political prison camps. The regime calls the report a fabrication. It insists camps like Camp 14 are inventions of hostile forces, but the fences are visible from space. The gates cast shadows. Human rights groups estimate that 80,000 to 120,000 people are held in the Kwanli-so at any time, many for life. The UN Commission recommends referring North Korean leaders to the International Criminal Court. The Human Rights Council and General Assembly debate resolutions. The language is unusually direct. There is no parallel in the contemporary world for this system of political repression. Yet no commander of Camp 14 has been arrested. No guard has stood before a judge and heard the crimes read out. Sanctions tighten, reports pile up, the gates stay closed. Justice, for now, is a stack of documents on desks far from the Taedong River.
We initiate sweep at 0600.
Confirmed. Victims of the camps are not only political activists. Defectors describe people jailed for watching South Korean dramas, trading across the Chinese border, practicing Christianity, or being related to someone purged in Pyongyang. Women report sexual violence by guards, followed by forced abortions or executions. Children grow up malnourished, conditioned to obey. Those who escape carry deep psychological wounds, nightmares, a reflexive fear of locked doors. They step through new gates in Seoul, Tokyo, Berlin, and feel for a second as if they're back in front of the old one. On that January morning, one man's body turns into a bridge. He dies on the fence. Someone else uses him to cross. Shin thought he was running toward warmth and anonymity. The world turned his escape into a symbol of a gate that should never have been built. Today, as satellites sweep over Kaeshan, diplomats trade statements in Geneva, the metal gates of Camp 14 still stand. The regime insists they are necessary walls against enemies. Survivors insist they are the front doors of a crime scene. In an age where almost nothing can stay hidden from cameras, leaks, and witnesses, how long can a system built on electrified gates survive? And what does it say about us if those gates stay closed anyway?